Hello everybody, SpicyMacDoogle here with our Chapter 3 playthrough of Beyond the Edge of Owlsgard. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and just load in Chapter 3, and we'll go ahead and get started. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our agenda. Alright, so we have to enter all 3 towers and activate them, and then we have to find Jarlena, and then that last one. Alright, so we're gonna have to leave over here, get started. Let's see. Go ahead and talk to this woodpecker.
Hello up there, Mrs. Woodpecker.
Greetings, young travelers. Are you looking for someone by any chance?
How do you know that?
Just a guess. Roughly half an hour ago, there were some terrible things going on here. A green-robed wolf with white fur was badly mauled by a group of other wolves, and then left in the midst of these thorns.
Jarlena? She's in there?
We have to get her out of there.
I flew into the thicket of thorns shortly after to talk to her, but she seemed unresponsive.
Oh dear, that doesn't sound good.
Thanks for the info anyway, Miss Woodpecker.
One does what one can.
What's the situation here?
Since I am old and my beak is too crooked for some good old-fashioned pecking, I often sit here, count the snowflakes, and philosophize about the woodpecker life. Every now and then, I fly over to the village and drop in on my friend Zashenka. But for now, I'd rather stay here. I don't need to tell you that strange things are happening right now, do I?
Yes, that's true. These machine things. It's like something out of a nightmare.
However, in this area, I guess it's still safe. Oh, and by the way, you are always welcome in my little house if things become too dangerous out there.
Oh, thank you. That's nice. Can you tell us about the area?
The area? What can I help you with?
Do you know anything about the giant wall of fog?
I have always stayed away from that wall of fog. I don't know anything specific about it, but the unnatural density of it alone always seemed eerie to me. I've heard that after a few seconds of flying into it, you can't even see your own wings in front of your face anymore. It's like you enter a strange, dangerous world the deeper you venture into it.
Do you know anything about the 3 towers?
Most find them quite impressive, but I myself have always found them more spooky. You can literally sense the air of dark, long-gone centuries in their vicinity. An air filled with the ancient scent of unrevealed secrets and mysterious events, which no one can identify anymore. In my younger and, let's say, wilder years, I once flew near the top of one of these towers to prove myself in a test of courage. I saw an opening leading inside on its wall, very far at the top. However, the strong wind kept me from flying in. I probably wouldn't have gotten far anyway. A large ornate gate was located further back inside the opening. Apart from that, all of my feathers stood on end. The wind was howling fearsomely, as if the tower tried to scare me away, to keep me from looking deeper inside it.
Do you know anything about the ancient site of the owls?
The site? Oh, I lack deeper historical knowledge about that. However, The giant owl statue above it has always impressed me. By the way, I met my lovely husband on its head back in the day. It was such a beautiful evening. It was just us two woodpeckers, looking out over the sea at sunset, dreaming about the tastiest worms. What I wouldn't give to be able to sit up there with him one more time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so
Let's talk about something else.
Oh, sure.
The woodworms seem to be doing pretty well over there.
Oh, those little rascals are much quicker and nimble these days. And sadly, I'm not the youngest anymore.
We'll be on our way.
May you always find a nice fat worm in every tree.
okay, so we can't do much here. There's too many thorns. I guess we'll go to the settlement. Okay, so we'll go ahead and
What do you want?
We're passing through and need help.
Come inside.
Finn, this guy is giving me some serious I'll kill you and keep your skull as a teacup vibes. I don't know if we can trust him.
okay, well,
Come here. So, you need help. The customs of this place are foreign to you, aren't they?
Well, we,
Why should we help you? You who cowardly dare to enter our village. Actually, we should rob you and then throw you into the sea.
what?
We won't bother you any longer.
Be quiet. You will not earn our help until you master an ancient trial.
Trial?
If you fail, deserved death awaits you.
Oh no, please, have mercy.
Are you ready? Here I have 2 dolls made of straw. One on the left, and one on the right.
Wait, from my direction or yours?
From yours. It is not difficult to see that they are scaled-down replicas of a brave and ancient warrior of our tribe. But only one of the dolls was made by a true master of his craft. Which one is it?
What kind of stupid...
Finn, pull yourself together. Better take another look.
They're both butt ugly.
Got you! I just wanted to see which of the 2 dolls you thought was prettier. But wait, you do not like them? Both are made by me, you know. I am an artist.
What the...
Reiner, you can leave again. But be careful with the door. Darn it. Feel right at home, you two.
okay. We'll go ahead and pick up the rolling pin right there.
Feel free to take anything that can help you.
Pick up some straw. We'll talk to this guy.
Are you here because of these horrible machines?
Yeah, something like that. With whom do I have the honor?
Sven Slaughterson is my name. My hoof-made straw dolls are known all over the area.
So, you're an artist?
You recognized my talent right away, didn't you?
Somehow you don't look like that at all.
My father was a fearless warrior and wanted me to follow in his footsteps. But swinging an axe strains your arms, ruins your hairstyle, and makes all your clothes dirty. Just think of the endless hours spent at the washboard trying to get your enemy's blood out again. So I dedicated my life to something else. The fine arts.
Incredible!
I dig that. A true rebel.
Could I borrow a straw doll?
But of course, don't be shy.
Thank you! Can you help us on our journey? An imposing guy like you would certainly be helpful in all kinds of dangers.
Dangers? Ah, you want me to fight?
Well, not necessarily, but...
I'm sorry, but I can't. Also, the freezing cold air out there hurts my sensitive little nostrils. And above all, what if I get dirty?
Oh my.
What about Reiner, who was in here earlier?
He prefers to hole up in his hat. Believe me, he's no help to you either.
Aw, come on.
I kinda already expected that.
Okay. So
To move on to another topic. Did you notice the wolves?
Oh, yes, I did. Some of them had raided our village a few hours ago. Apart from that, they have entered the ancient site of the Owls, an act that had been considered impossible for ages. I heard that they were only able to do so because they carried some old documents with them.
That's right, and I have a feeling they're going to do even worse. Were the machines already here?
Awful, just awful. No one knew where they came from or what they want. Large parts of the island have already been depopulated by these monsters. In this village we might still be safe, but that will probably change soon.
See you later!
okay. So go ahead and pick up the candle right here. And this is one puzzle that drove me nuts. I couldn't figure out how to get these, these boots. I noticed that they were shining. And so I, generally when something's got a spark to them, they kind of tell you that they're a necessary item. And I couldn't figure out how to, get that. But it turns out that all you have to do
Careful with the door, please.
then you have to open it again. And then close it again.
Are you crazy? The beautiful armor! Oh, you have completely destroyed it!
I'm sorry.
Although, actually, it was quite ugly. And a dust catcher to boot. Finally, I have a reason to throw it away. Leave it there, I'll just sweep it away later.
Alright, so now we just pick up the boots. And then... oh, can you open the door? And then we head out. And we shouldn't need too much from that, so we'll go ahead and go down over here. Let me see. Where else do we go? Hold on a second. We'll go ahead and go down here. Then we'll go ahead and enter into here.
Let's get inside before the wind slams the door again.
Alright, so there's some scissors over here.
A heavy, solid oak shelf. On it, I see 2 smart books on medicine, a cookbook, 50 Shades of Hay, a skull, which, to be honest, makes me a bit uncomfortable, and a dusty jar I neither need nor want to touch.
Okay, so There's not much in regards to in here. I think that was all I needed was the scissors. So we'll go ahead and go out. Another thing we can do.
This part of the gutter is quite long and bent in an L shape.
Go ahead and pick that up. You might find a use for that.
Wow, even this massive thing fits in my pants.
Dude, too much information.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. That was okay. All right, so now we go down over here. I guess what we'll do is we'll go down over here and we'll just use the scissors on the thorns.
From here on, the thorns become too big for cutting them.
There's Jarlena!
Oh.
These thorns seem to be holding her hostage here.
We should be careful.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and
Let's see if this
do
works.
this. And we'll pick up this flask right over there. And we'll go ahead and go out. Yeah, this was another one of those puzzles I had a hard time figuring out because they wouldn't allow me to go through. Their
I'll
thorns,
take these boots off first.
thorns were too strong to get cut by the scissors. It was like a little difficult. Now let me see. We gotta look at this because we got some.
The tree stump is full of hungrily gnawing woodworms. Aw, I can't catch them. They're way too fast.
Okay, so we gotta make sure we get them, but we'll see what we gotta do first. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go to the wolf camp.
No
Okay.
one here anymore.
Looks like we got ourselves a bucket right here. And we'll go ahead and just kind of go into each tent and see what there is.
There's nothing else to find inside.
Okay.
Ugh, what's that smell in here? Is that... Oh, gross! They had the forest around for that! But unfortunately, there's nothing useful here.
Okay, so we'll go inside here.
The inside is full with nondescript junk. There's also this leather collar with bones on it.
Alright, so now we got that. Okay, so what we'll do the moment is we'll leave here for a second. And then let's see what we got. We have we'll go ahead and go over here. Go around over here. And we'll go ahead and talk to the snail.
Greetings, my slimy friend.
Please, call me Shasinka. Shasinka Svetlana Van Slime. You must be really brave to wander around here during these dangerous times.
What kind of store is this?
I sell the highest quality snail slime. Oh, and don't forget the mud. Or at least I did until recently.
Slime and mud? Seriously?
I rarely joke about my products. Admittedly, the mud sells quite sluggishly. But there were times when it was a hot seller with the wild boars in the bristle forest. You are welcome to have a sample of my slippery dippery slime.
What's so special about these products?
I see you don't know the secret of the slippery dippery slug craft.
Something tells me I don't even want to know.
We snails know how to make our products extra sticky. Yeah, but Unfortunately, my snail slime production is no longer possible since those wolves appeared here.
Oh, they were here too?
By the grease and mud! Don't you see this mess?
Indeed. What happened here?
Oh, to produce my extra sticky slime, the secret ingredient is a special, clear water. I used to store it in bottles inside this cabinet to the left, but then those wolves came, trashed the place, drank all the bottles, and disappeared again.
So that's why there was so much yellow snow on the way here.
And there's no more of this special water in the area?
The water was imported near Velahel, but as you know, the machines are wreaking havoc everywhere now, and thus, no one is able to supply the water anymore.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the area?
Despite the unpleasant temperatures, this has always been a lively and busy place. However, since those machines have been making everything unsafe, things have changed for the worse. Oh, and furthermore, this land is home to many legends, of which, unfortunately, I do not know much. Sorry. I only know that the owls are said to have left many mysterious things here, structures, and no one seems to know the purpose of them.
Goodbye!
See you next time, my friends!
Ew, disgusting.
Okay. So we'll pick up... Okay, it's a doorstop. We'll pick up the doorstop. And let me see. We got a bucket. We could get some mud. Okay. Then I guess we can give her the flask, get some slime.
Is this one of your special waters by any chance?
I can't believe it. Yes! Yes, indeed! As a reward, I will produce some of my world-class snail slime for you. Give me a sec. Here you go. Super duper extra sticky. Just for you.
Thank you.
Okay. There's the snail slime. Okay. So we got everything we need here, it seems. We're gonna go ahead and go out. And let's see. I think we're already done here. Till further notice. We'll go ahead and go over here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and look at the old
It
sign.
must have been there for ages. You can't even tell what was once written on it.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and pick that up then. Then what we're gonna do is look at this.
Watch out. Current. Oops.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up a rock. And we're gonna just... Oh! Oops. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Autosave. There we go. So we're right back here. Alright, now we go ahead and pick up this sign. And then we're gonna go ahead and do that.
Oops.
Pick up the rock. Then we're going to throw the rock over here. Okay. Then we pick up some more of this. And we'll talk to the squirrel.
Did you see that creature in the river too?
Yes. Oh, what a hideous beast. It seems to be on the hunt for anything that looks even remotely like an animal. Please, watch out.
You look pretty tense.
Believe me, you would be too if you were in my situation. Ever since those monsters showed up here, our squirrel tribe has been in an uproar. And today, I have been chosen to monitor the river to warn the others if necessary. You never know when those creatures might approach our tree.
What's the situation here?
Can't you see I don't want to talk about it?
I believe you. Actually, I feel the same way.
Can I tell you a funny squirrel joke to lighten the mood?
Oh no, please don't! The punchline will be all about your nuts!
What the? How did you know that?
Have you seen the wolves?
A few hours ago, I saw several boats docked on the coast. I'm going to assume that those figures in them were the wolves you're talking about.
Yeah, that's about right.
Strange guys. They scoured the entire area and broke into the ancient site of the owls. No one has been in there for centuries. After that, they set up a tent camp at the other end of the island. A certain female wolf caught my eye. She wore a green robe and was constantly being pushed around by the others. Also, they did something with those towers. But I have no idea what exactly. It must have had a connection to the old site.
Okay.
Can you tell us about the area?
Oh, you're asking the right guy. I know every good place to hide nuts within many kilometers.
Oh, thank you, but I'm afraid that's not what we're looking for.
Why not? Winter is coming.
What can you tell us about the Wall of Fog?
Oh, you're interested in those boring old things. Well, let me think. Without that stupid old wall of fog, you would certainly have a great view here. Admittedly, I do find it a bit creepy. It is said that no one has ever reached the other side of it, as if some unknown law of nature prevents anyone who dares from doing so. I once threw a nut in there to test whether the fog was a suitable storing place. However, I could not even hear the sound of the nut hitting the ground. It just seemed to disappear.
Good thing I didn't plan to go camping there anytime soon.
Different subject. We're from Vela Hill.
Ah, Vela Hill. A beautiful spot. I have never been there myself. What's the situation like over there?
Not one bit different from here, unfortunately.
Not even your king could do anything? Oh my, it's all very exasperating.
Okay.
We have to go.
Don't let those things get you.
Now, what we do is we're gonna... Oh, we already got the rock, okay. So what we do is we're gonna go and take the doll.
But I already...
Oh, excuse me. Use doll. And we're gonna put it on this stick. Then what we do, we're gonna take the rock. Now that we got that distracted, we're gonna run up here and get through here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try to...
Nothing visible to open it with. I'll knock politely.
Jarlena, is that you?
Uh-oh.
Must have been the wind. Ah, too bad. I was hoping it was that roebuck I saw earlier. So I could finally crack his skull open like a walnut. Wait! Now I've locked myself out again! I should really remember that this door can only be opened from the inside. Ah, well, I'll just use the back entrance again.
That would have been too easy. Jarek has one of his men stationed here.
We better not mess with him.
How do you get back in? They're surrounding the entire tower. Say, Gwen, how can we get inside the tower?
Probably not through the front entrance. There must be another way.
I wonder whether we can take on this wolf.
That guy's got biceps bigger than your head. And I don't even want to talk about his vicious-looking teeth.
I get it. Could you watch the wolf? Hide behind the tower and watch him go in?
Knock again, and I'll try.
I'll take one more look around the area.
place again. Wait! Now I've locked myself out again! I should really remember that this door can only be opened from the inside. Ah, well, I'll just use the back entrance again.
So, did you see anything?
Only that the wolf did something with his feet. He seemed to position them on the little stone slabs in a certain order, but I couldn't really make out which ones. Then, a secret door opened, but when I tried to follow him in, the secret door closed again. If only we could find out what slabs he stepped on. Then we know how to open the secret door.
Oops.
This is slowly driving me crazy. And I stepped right into this darn mud. Wait! Now I've locked myself out again. I should really remember that this door can only be opened from the inside. Ah, well, I'll just use the back entrance again.
Look! It seems like he stepped on these stones in a certain order.
Dance, dance revolution! Alright,
Right! A secret door! I hope I don't run into that wolf.
alright, so we go inside. And
Lucky us. He didn't see me.
we push the button.
The wolves must have uncovered this button. This tower is activated.
So now we got one tower done. And now we're gonna get out of here.
Something tells me that machine must have swum away. All the better for us.
Okay, so that's one. Okay, we're gonna go and head over here.
What a strange place. I don't think this building was here until recently.
Of all the architectural styles, from all the different animal kingdoms I know, this cannot be assigned to any of them.
How can this be possible? Ever since those machines started roaming around, entire buildings have been appearing as if by magic.
Good day. Nice to see you again. The coffee is ready. Please report for duty in Sector 32 and...
Hello?
What was that creature anyway?
I don't have the faintest idea, but it stopped talking.
Phew! Thank goodness. I hate coffee. Ugh!
Okay. Now we'll pick up one of these empty containers. We're gonna go ahead and look at this.
Appears to be some sort of suit hidden behind a thick wall of glass. Wait! There's something in the breast pocket. A package with pictures of medicinal herbs on it. Medicine, perhaps?
Alright, we'll go ahead and look at this.
This seems to be the way to open this glass wall.
Yeah, we'll use that.
Identification required to open cell.
The surface is already corroded, but maybe it'll work anyway.
Requesting sample for analysis. Negative.
Okay. Now, if I recall... Okay, yeah, I remember what we're supposed to do. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and... We're gonna keep pushing these. Then we push this one. Then we look at this.
Creepy.
Okay, so what we need to do, we're going to go ahead and go over here. We're going to place... Oh, okay, hold on a second. I remember something. We're going to go over here. We got the doorstop right here, and we'll get this rock.
Ha! I got a piece.
Got some flint now. And we're going to go ahead and go to this wolf camp. Put some straw right here. And then we're going to use the flint.
Ha! Perfect.
All right. And then we're going to take the candle wax.
It's melted, but the wax is still liquid.
Okay, so now we got that. Now, what other thing we can do? We're going to put this right
Still
on
makes
here.
the necklace look... The rolling...
Let me see.
I can't pull it. Ugh, I'll never wear that.
Hmm.
I don't want to cut it.
I'm missing something.
The wedge would only do...
Seems I forgot how to do something. But you know what? We'll worry about that later. What we're gonna do is we use the candle wax for this thing. Get
It's
in
starting
there.
to cool down.
And then we pick it up. Then we have something to use for identification. So what we do is we use this.
Identification required to open cell.
The surface is already corroded, but maybe it'll work anyway.
Requesting sample for analysis.
And we got the foot right here.
Positive. Opening of cell initiated.
To be honest, I have a really bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. Not gonna lie. What? What is that?
Did it move? Hello? What was that?
Hey, how rude! He didn't even say hello!
The lack of manners should be the least of our problems, because I see something much more disturbing.
Alright, so we go in here and pick
I
up...
don't need it.
Oh my goodness. Look at the open cell.
Clothing of this creature is still inside. There's something in the breast pocket.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and take a look at this. Kind of gives us an idea of how that goes. Let me see. There's some screws in there, so we loosen that.
It worked! I was able to pull out those screws with the tip of the scissor blade. You should be able to move the pipe now.
So we'll go here and we push the pipe. I guess we'll keep pushing that way. And we push. Then we take this, put it in the hole.
It actually fits!
Okay. Now, we use that. And you see this little thing over here? We put that in there. Now, we go out here. And we're going to go ahead and pick up this rope.
Who knows what it was once used for, when the rest of this strange building still existed?
Or rather, a chain, because that's what it is. Okay, so I think we got everything here. We'll look at this real
There are
quick.
several pictures of medicinal herbs on the packaging. According to this, it's a painkiller.
Okay. Now, what we do, we're going to go over here. Now, if you walk into here, it sucks you in. So, we use the slime. And we walk over here. Go to the tower. And then push the button, activate it.
The wolves must have uncovered this button. This tower is activated.
Now let's see.
The rolling pin changes nothing here.
Let me see. We take
The
that.
wedge would only do...
Over here. Let's slide on through. I think we're done over here. We don't have to come back here because you got everything. Only thing that I have to figure out. Let me see.
Ugh, I'll never wear that.
I think there's something we have to use in there, but I can't quite.
I can't... A leather collar with a bunch of bones on it. Oops, now one of the bones fell out.
Oh,
It's got a hole at the bottom.
all right. So what we do, we take the bone, place it with the rolling
The
pin.
rolling pin has some kind of lever.
Now we take this.
The trestle looks a little worn already.
Oh, that's right. We have to go over here. And what we do is we're going to pull this lever. Then we'll just go right here.
It starts to move.
It lifted one of its wings.
What ancient secret might it be sharing?
It's dancing?
Oh man, what a nonsense. I feel like I'm at a carnival.
Hopefully you're able to turn that annoying thing off again.
Yeah, you should be able to, but we'll do it right over here.
It stopped in its pose.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go down here. And what we're going to do, we're going to use this, and we're going to use it on here. Then we pick that up. And then we're going to try to go to the tower.
won't get past.
He won't see us in this corner.
Okay. So, go ahead and use this.
I could tie the other end of the rope around this cylindrical pedestal below the other statue.
All right. And what we'll do is we'll go over here.
Aw, bummer.
Ah, come on! The rope ripped apart instead of making this heavy guy fall over.
Okay. So, you
The
need
rope is
something
useless now.
stronger, which we have a chain. So what we'll do, we'll use the chain and wrap it around here. Then we're going to go back.
Boom! I'm afraid you're not getting up again.
All right, so we got that. And we're going to activate the last tower. And then we're going to go ahead and press the button, activate the last tower.
The wolves must have uncovered this button. This tower is activated.
Now, we have all of that done. So everything over here is finished. And now we have
Even now, there is no trace left of that huge machine.
If it didn't sound so crazy, you'd almost assume this thing is able to remove itself from this world at will.
Spooky.
All right, so let's see. We gotta go over here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and put it
The
here.
golden pin fits perfectly into the center hole of the stone.
Place it right here.
It almost looks like a grindstone.
And then we're gonna sharpen
Here
the
we
scissors.
go. That's enough, I think.
Now, let's see. Do. What else was there? We have. Let me go over here real quick. Gotta be something else. Okay, we got the old sign right here. We'll go ahead and put that right here.
Who's up for dessert? Gotcha!
Alright, so now I got some woodworm. We're gonna go ahead and go over here. Go back to the settlement. Go to the doctor's office. Try to go over here.
Ew!
The healer is very busy right now. I am his assistant.
Okay, we'll talk to...
Well, we...
Do you have an appointment?
No, but we can use all the help we can get.
Then I'm sorry. You can only visit the healer if you have an appointment.
But all hell broke loose here. It doesn't matter in these dire times if you have a stupid appointment.
You two understood me, right? No appointment, no healer.
By St. Hippo, I don't believe it.
Typical spiders.
Get out of the way.
Not with that tone of voice, Roebuck.
Don't you have anything better to do than block the way? Why don't you actually help the healer and take care of the patients in the other room?
No, I prefer to stay in this corner. The wind on the front side of the house blows much too hard. It would blow me away.
That's a clue.
Can you tell us about the area?
Do I look like a tour guide?
Okay, so that's a no.
We're off again.
Okay, so what we're gonna do... This is how we do this. And this is another one of those puzzles that took me forever to find out. But because there's a crack on the wall on the other side, we just use these. They'll start gnawing on the wood and create the opening of where the crack is.
That was impressive.
It took me forever to figure out this puzzle because I thought this doorstop, I thought there was a clue to this because he talked about how the door would, you know, to get inside, they needed to get inside the first time you walk in. That, you know, need to get inside before the wind slams the door shut. And I thought, well, maybe the, you know, doorstop would be the thing. Turns out that's not what you do. There's a window right on the side here that you open, and it allows the wind to gust through there.
That's some wind. It's a strong draught. And it's going out through the hole on the other side. Quite a maelstrom.
That took me a while to figure out. Seems all the puzzles I have a hard time figuring out involved opening or closing something. I never understood it. But that's what you do. And now that we got that, we'll go ahead and walk over here. Bye-bye, spider. See you later.
There she flies away.
Okay. So now that we got that, we're going to go ahead and go back here. And we're just going to close that window because there's no reason to have it staying that way. So what we'll do is we'll go back here. And now we're going to go get Jarlena. Let's see. Before we do anything else, though, let me see. We go get Jarlena. Let me just look at the agenda that we have. Yeah, we already found Jarlena. Now it says free Jarlena. Okay, so this is the final step that we have to make. So we go ahead and we are going all the way over here. And because now that these things are were too strong for the scissors and we sharpened them, we do this.
Now she's free. I've got an idea where I'm taking her.
She's waking up!
Ew. You two?
We freed you from the thorns.
I'm still alive?
You really didn't look too good. What did those guys do to you out there?
They kept me hostage outside the camp. I tried to flee, and they gave me a pretty bad beating for that. Eventually, I was able to get away from them. I ran inside those thorn bushes to hide there. But I guess that was somewhat of a bad idea. How can I ever thank you?
No worries. You more or less saved our lives during our captivity. I'm Finn, by the way. We've seen each other before, but we haven't had the honor of introducing ourselves, have we?
Thank you so much, Finn. But now is not the time for small talk. Did my father open the portal?
He did! And he ventured into it along with his henchmen.
Oh no. This is bad. Listen to me. We have to work together. Everything here revolves around an ancient magical scepter. My father longs for the power of that scepter, but he is about to make a huge mistake. Those machines, those strange places, it's all connected to that scepter. And my father will only make the situation worse because... my head, everything is spinning.
Hang on, Jarlena. We'll help you.
It must have been those toxic thorns.
Let's get that healer here.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and go out here and get the healer.
Hello?
All right, I'm coming. Forgive my absence. I had to take care of some quite injured people in there. Let me tell you, by the hairy nostrils of my grandmother, I really have my hooves full since those machines appeared here.
Well, we thought maybe you could help us.
I will, if I can. By the way, I hope my overzealous assistant didn't cause you any trouble.
Just a little.
She is new around here. It always takes a while for spiders to adapt to our ways. Never mind. Off to the exam room. What on earth have you done to my cabinet? Well, whatever. There are more important things to do. I see you've already brought me a new patient. I will take care of her immediately. How else can the old healer Stenek help you? Amputations, nose hair extensions, a noble laxative made from only the best local herbs.
Well, long story short, we're trying to stop the wolves. They've opened the portal in the ancient site of the owls.
I heard about that. They are looking for something there.
We're on the trail of something ancient and powerful that may decide the fate of our world.
I don't know if I can be of much help to you, but feel free to talk to me if you want to know something more specific. I'll take care of your friend for now. Wolf, you cultivate unusual friendships.
We need her help. She and her knowledge could be the key to ending this machine madness.
I can try a bandage and a healing herbal ointment. Aside from the beating she received from her fellow wolves, the toxic thorn pricks got her pretty badly. My herbal ointment will be able to alleviate some of the symptoms, like dizziness, but still, you would need something stronger to also numb the pain. Unfortunately, I don't have the funds for that at the moment.
Maybe we can find something else that might help.
I just wouldn't know what.
I do.
I should give it to Stenek.
Oh, well,
This will help her.
Ooh, that feels better.
there we go.
The pain, it's gone.
Nevertheless, sit for a while and rest a bit. Physically, you are still in a very unstable state.
And I guess I'll finally have a chance to fill my two friends here in on everything.
You were telling us about how your father is making a big mistake.
And something about that scepter.
Listen to me. I'll start from the beginning. Because more or less, I'm the one to blame for everything here. Nothing is as we believe it is, Finn. When I was a kid, I used to sneak around the old storage room at our headquarters. A place of many mysteries and innumerable quantities of captured goods that had been piled up there for centuries. My father, however, was not supposed to find out about me sneaking around there. I crept around the old boxes and opened up some here and there. The things in them were old and broken, so they didn't pique my interest. Except for this one box, further back in the dark. I seemed to be the first to ever open it. It was full of old documents, and what I saw in them seemed inexplicable to me. Thanks to my mother's teachings of the old languages, I was able to decipher the text somewhat. The documents told of some kind of story, about events from over 1,000 years ago. They told of another world in which our ancestors used to live, but were under constant threat from another strange, alien species. Throughout the years, this species claimed more and more territory for itself, and our ancestors got pushed back further and further. Our ancestors would have slowly went extinct if it wasn't for one owl. She was the most powerful mage us animals had seen up to that time. She was able to cast a mighty spell, a spell that was desperately needed to save the animals from certain doom. She did all this with the help of her equally powerful scepter. And do you know what she created? Our world. Or rather, a copy of the world in which the animals were living in up till that time. A mirror version that exists to this day, separate from time and space, completely kept alive by the magical power of the scepter. Here, we were supposed to be safe, or so our ancestors had hoped. Have you ever wondered why something like an infinite wall of fog borders our world? As I said, the power of the scepter has its limits. It was unable to create a complete copy of the original world, but instead, only a small part.
Wow, this is really intense stuff. I presume this mighty scepter still exists?
It does, yes. In a hidden place that the owls have chosen here on this island. Behind this portal.
So the scepter must give the wielder tremendous power over our world, right?
Like any spell, however, it only has limited power. The day would come when the scepter's energy would slowly wane, which would result in the stability of our world slowly diminishing. Bit by bit, our lands and nature would slowly dissolve and make way for the original world from which the copy we know was created.
Wait, so it has already begun? And all these machines and strange places?
Are nothing more than the first glimpses into the old world, which assimilates into our slowly disintegrating world. At the moment, our world resembles a slice of Swiss cheese, with parts of the old world peeking through every new hole that appears.
Sounds pretty gross.
The machine creatures also seem to travel into our world through these holes. And as far as I have witnessed, they have been bringing all the animals they have caught here back into the old world.
So my family's there too.
It won't be long until everything we know will have dissolved, and we find ourselves transported back to the world of our ancestors. Or in what has remained of it during our 1,000-year-long absence.
That's terrible! Can't this be averted somehow?
The ancient documents say that you must take the scepter and reactivate its magic power. Only then can everything be reverted.
By the way, how did your father find out about all this?
The day these machine creatures appeared, I remembered what I read in the old documents when I was little. I went down into the storage room for the first time in years, where I hoped to find solutions to the problem. This turned out to be a mistake.
Jarlena, what are you doing? Didn't I forbid you? Wait, what are these documents?
Nothing, Father.
Show me.
It's just,
Immediately!
My father learned all about the scepter, and from that point on, he was obsessed with it.
Then we should find that scepter as soon as possible and reactivate its magic before your father does, and possibly does something stupid with it.
Well, have you been able to open the portal yet?
Yes, we have.
Fantastic. I'll meet you there.
We're as good as there.
I just need a few more minutes to gather my strength, and then we'll put an end to all this.
I can hardly believe all this. What an absolutely insane story. You really need to tell me more about this.
Okay. So, we are going to go ahead and head over to the owl site, to the portal, so we can head off and get that scepter.
There you are. Quick, follow me. We don't have a moment to lose.
Oh, she got there quick.
Just look at that.
Incredible! You must be deep inside the earth. That light up there.
That must be the scepter, right?
That's right, if the ancient writings are to be believed.
So this is where it's been hidden for so many centuries. Oh man, just imagine! We may be one of the first to enter this place again after all this time!
My friends, we're not here for a sightseeing tour. My father and his men must have already made their way to this tower.
The only question now is how we're going to get up that tower.
Climbing up there would take forever.
That won't be necessary. Look, if I'm not mistaken, there is a statue of an owl over here in the dark. Gwen, your turn. You must put your wings on the statues. According to the scriptures, this sets off a secret mechanism that can only be triggered by owls.
Well, here we go. Whoa! Tubular!
These were some of the finer details in the documents that I managed to keep hidden from my father. So we have a crucial advantage on our side. And that's exactly why I wanted to take you with me since the beginning, Gwen.
Let's go up, I'd say!
Alright. Here we go! There's the scepter.
Is this that big pointy fork we've been looking for?
That must be it.
I'm freaking out! We did it, my friends! Oh, didn't expect that. This statue has a firm grip on the scepter. I can't get it off.
Another reason I've wanted to bring you along since the beginning, Gwen. Only an owl can set the second mechanism in motion.
Say, why didn't you just ask me all nicely in the first place? You could have spared me that whole kidnapping thing at your headquarters.
My father would have become suspicious if he saw that I had suddenly befriended an owl. I was going to talk to you secretly about my intentions, if Finn hadn't run off with you before I was able to do so.
Oh, okay. I get it. Sounds plausible, I guess.
Can we talk about this later, please?
He's got a point.
You must touch the wings.
Wicked!
Now someone has to take it and reactivate the magic power.
And, how are we supposed to do that?
Well, well. Who do we have here? A roebuck and an owl.
That guy again. You wolves sure climb fast.
It must have been quite relaxing using that convenient staircase. Our climbing tour, on the other hand, was quite sweat-inducing. What the... Jarlena? How? This cursed roebuck! What has he done to you?
Father, no!
Jarek, please! We only want to...
These two, they are manipulating you. Just like how their ancestors did with your grandfather.
No, the scepter, it...
Please believe me. You have to leave it to us because...
If I hear one more word, I'll cut open that treacherous roebuck and owl right in front of you. Clever girl. So these two have convinced you to lead them here? Well, then let them be witnesses to our triumph. The scepter. Forgotten for all those centuries. It had no choice but to waste all its magic power here. For a world in which we wolves are put away by you.
Jarek, my kind was afraid of you wolves. Plain and simple. You're dangerous. And your tribe was responsible for burning down the Library of the Owls.
Don't forget what your kind was responsible for during the last centuries. There once was a time when my ancestors dreamed about peacefully coexisting with your species. But despite every effort they made to find common ground with you, they learned again and again that the fear of us is deeply rooted in all of you. This taught me that, unfortunately, our situation required a more drastic solution. And as you can see from my little troop, I am not alone in my viewpoint. You've told us where we belong for so long. But now, with the scepter, I'll finally be able to create a world in which we get to decide that. The beginning of our reign has now come.
Please, don't do it!
I have it! I feel the power!
You're about to feel something else. Ha!
What happened? Gwen? Jarlena? Apparently I'm still in the cave, but everything except the rocks is gone. Where'd everybody go? No! That can't be! The entire island... gone! But... where am I? Is this... the old world? Something terrible must have happened. Maybe the others are around here somewhere.
Chapter 4, The Heart of Evil. And this will be the conclusion of Chapter 3, and we will continue this in the next episode. Please don't be afraid to give a like and subscribe, and also feel free to check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/SpicyMacDoogle. So until next time.